With second seed Marin Cilic. I'm sure you have prepared your questions, so I'll give the floor to whoever wants to be the first. Please, you.
Guy from I24 News. Marin, welcome to Tel Aviv. It's your first time here in Israel. Just tell us your first impressions and your expectations from this week.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. First time it was on my to-do list to visit Israel and Jerusalem, but probably this week no time to do that. So I'll leave it for some other time with my family and to more in peace, just to enjoy the city and the country. Also, it's a new year. Happy New Year to you guys. And we were, a little bit taken by surprise as last night, a lot of restaurants closed and stuff. So it was just different experience. But yeah, fantastic to be here. Had just hit one practice session and feeling good and looking forward to a good week.
Next question, please. While you are getting your thoughts together, I'm going to ask you about the specific court surface. You have a pretty strong surface, we all know. So, and it sounds like it looks like it's a very fast court, at least judging by what we've seen. What do you think of the court, and how does it suit your game?
Yeah, I would say medium fast speed of the court, and that's these days becoming a rarity because a lot of these courts are becoming very slow and especially indoors now. Last let's say few years were quite slow surfaces, and I think for my game it suits me. It's going to suit me well. I feel also the balls are a big factor in there. These balls that we do play with, head balls are quick, and sometimes they go like really fast through the air. So I think it's going to be exciting week in that part because fast courts bring a lot of dynamic game, a lot of dynamic points and winners, lots of serve winners. So it's going to be exciting. But also on the other hand, you have to be really focused from the first point. Just one break of the serve can lead to a losing of a set. So it's in that part, it's going to be also interesting.
It's also good to know your thoughts about the actual lineup. We have Novak Djokovic, we have Schwartzman, we have some other strong guys. So what do you think overall about the lineup?
Lineup is fantastic. It's great to see Novak playing this event here. Hasn't played since Wimbledon. Obviously played this weekend in Laver Cup. And good to see him always on the court, and when he plays, he is always like dialed in, very focused. So it's going to be great to see him back, and all the other guys, Diego, even Cressy, a few guys that did well this year, Zanschulp, a few other guys that are playing well. Dominic is just on the court. I'm, playing the winner of that match. So it's a great lineup, and as always. If you are not 100% dialed in, you can always get yourself in trouble. So I'll just try to be focused from the first match and try to play the best I can.
Quite a popular question here. Since you mentioned Laver Cup, obviously we know that Roger Federer bid farewell to tennis at this specific tournament. So what were your emotions when you saw him crying after they lost with Rafa Nadal, the doubles match, and he bid farewell to tennis?
It was, I would say, up to the point when they stepped on the court, it was, relaxed, weak. Also, in my sense, I was following the media, Roger being relaxed, all the guys coming to London, and Roger announced that he's gonna stop playing there, which is sad moment for tennis, for sport, for any fan of the sport around the world, and because Roger has been such an icon for so many years since he arrived on the tour, and he's been carrying tennis on incredible heights, and so it's difficult to put everything in the words, but when they started to play the match, I felt nervous. I felt like how to feel here. Is it going to be just exhibition fun, or how Rafa will play, how Roger will play, is his knee going to hold up? But everything went so beautifully, and in the end it came to the wire. Just they had a match point, and almost winning would be incredible to finish obviously with the win. But even like this, with Rafa, with Novak, with Andy there, all the guys and the public, and and also Roger picking that moment says a lot about him, to play on the first day when the matches are counting just for 1 point for the win, and so he didn't want to put in danger of losing for Team Europe, and so it just says so much about him that he picked Laver Cup to retire, but you know, he didn't want to do it on Sunday. He did it on the first day, so it's just incredible guy, and we're gonna be missing him so much.
Did you choke back tears?
I didn't have tears, but I was emotional. It was really amazing.
Next question. Yeah, your question.
Do you speak Russian?
No, English.
English, okay. We just spoke about Roger Finnish career. I hope you will play maybe more and more years, but
How much?
finish will be.
Yeah,
Yes.
there will be some finish
Yes.
sooner or later.
Do you have some ideas? What do you will do after the finish your career? Maybe academy in Croatia. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe train. What about your future?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's also very similar to Roger. I love tennis. You know, for me, my wife was always laughing at me. I play tennis. You know, I practice one session, then fitness, then you know, I go to tournament, I come back home. I turn on tennis on TV. You know, it's just love from the you know, when I started playing, and why I'm enjoying it also because I really love it, and I love competition. I love everything that comes with it, and so I will be involved in some kind of a way. I will definitely need some time for my family just to enjoy with them and to dedicate more time for my family. With now having 2 boys, so it's different. It's going to be different, but I love teaching. I love you know, and probably some kind of academy or something that I can give back to tennis.
Does the role of Davis Cup captain appeal to you?
Yes, why not? You know, but that's not a full time thing, and it's also still being connected with tennis, and yeah, why not? But I hope not another 4 or 5 years.
Do we have any more questions, please?
Yes, Jonathan Grill, GLZ Radio. Right now on center court, Dominic Thiem and Laszlo Dejere are playing, and the winner is going to play against you. What do you think about this matchup, and what do you think about Dominic's comeback since he got injured?
Yeah, he had tough time. Definitely tough time coming back, and was a tough injury, and also, you know, when he won US Open, we played over there in 2020 when we played there, and he was in incredible form, and you know, winning, you know, something like this, and obviously he was at the top of the game, you know, 3rd on the rankings, 4th, 5th, you know, always close over there to 3 French Open finals, but winning is different and just takes a little bit more emotionally energy out of you, and I felt that after that victory he also had great Masters at the end of the year, and then just dropped a little bit with the energy, and another also, and injury came up, so it was a difficult time for him to you know, to soak that in, and now to come back, because I feel always in tennis, when you lose 1 year, you need at least 1 year to get back where you were, and so it's difficult because mentally, physically, just to feel the game, your instincts are not as great, and you know, I saw that he's playing much better and better, and he had a final at Challenger this 1 week ago, and so it's important to have enough matches, and so he's definitely coming back and then playing better and better. So really good to see. Yeah.
Any more questions, colleagues? Yes, please.
You spoke earlier about what you're going to do at the end of your career, but there's still a long way to go. This is a trend that we're seeing in tennis, in professional tennis, in the past decade, particularly with Roger retiring at 41. You're just still in your 30s. How do you think that tennis has evolved to allow guys who are much older, in the late 30s, even early 40s, to continue their professional career? This was quite rare
Yeah.
in the past.
Yes. Everything got better. You know, even on the tournaments, you have every single tournament has now like extremely great conditions with the gym. You know, physios are great. The food is much better. You know, teams got bigger. You know, everybody's taking care of their body much more. Nutrition, fitness coach, physio. For example, me, I'm here with my fitness coach and a tennis coach, and that's rare. You know, I'm always also bringing a trainer with me, and so everybody's much more dedicated in taking care of the bodies, and that prolonged a little bit the career. And I don't know why else. It's different, and maybe just mentality. You know, at that time, I know when I spoke with Goran, with Bjorkman, Jonas told me he was 32, and everybody was like, and he was still playing. Everybody was like, every week, when are you gonna retire? You know, and he was, I feel good, you know, and then it just goes into your head, I guess. And so, and he ended up stopping, and possibly he could continue for another, you know, year, two, who knows? And so it's, I think, just different times, and everybody's taking care much more of their body.
So that was our last question. We wish you many, many years down the road in tennis, and
Thank
good
you.
luck in this
At least
tournament.
15 more. Thanks, guys.